Top of the morning, my Cadillacers. Top of the morning, my Cadillacers. I got a special guest right now this morning for the morning, for the early morning. Say good morning. Say good morning.
Morning.
Say top of the morning.
Good morning.
Say Cadillacers. All right. So you gotta go by it, okay? You gotta go now, okay?
Yeah.
All right, Daddy gotta get you, okay? All right.
Yeah.
All right. So see y'all later.
Shit.
All right, yeah, you gotta go. You gotta go. All right, my Cadillacers, man. Top of the morning, everybody. Top of the morning, man. Hopefully everybody's doing good this morning. You know what I'm talking about? God bless y'all souls this morning, man. It's Friday. We done made it to the hustle and bustle of the work week, through the grind. We done made it. You know what I'm talking about? We done goddamn made it. We got some things to go take care of this morning. Let me make sure my monitors are good. My monitors are straight. Shout out to everybody tuning in. Wherever you tuning in from this morning, salute to you. You know what I'm talking about? Throw a salute emoji in the chat if you're feeling good, feeling great. You know what I'm talking about? We got some things to get into. So today's Friday. Y'all know what that means, right? Yeah. Y'all know what that means. Hold on. What we got here? Lady T, I appreciate it, man. Good morning, Lady T. Good morning, Lady T. I appreciate it. That's my little girl, you know what I'm talking about? That's my youngest baby. You know what I'm talking about? She always wants to be like, Daddy, what you doing? I said, I'm working. So she wanted to get, come into the space a little bit this morning. But I appreciate you, Lady T. Salute to you this morning. You know what I'm talking about? Salute to everybody watching. It's Friday. So you know we got the crime files popping off today. Before we get into that, we got the Damon Dash, you know what I mean, Breakfast Club interview. If you haven't seen the whole thing, I didn't want to, you know what I'm saying, give y'all all the tea. So I broke down some of the segment, the parts that I like, but I didn't give it all the tea. You know what I'm saying? Because I want y'all to go ahead and watch it. You know what I'm talking about? And then we get to the crime files. Last week's was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Crazy Boy Bray was if you missed it, y'all got to go ahead and watch it now. So we're going to get this thing rocking and rolling this morning, man. Make sure my monitor's good. Let me see where we at. All right. It's Friday. Salute to everybody. Let's go. Because Dame has his own paid in full. I seen the trailer. I went to go do my research. He does have his own paid in full coming out through Revolt. I done seen the trailer. It seems pretty dope. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. Cutting off of the cutting offs. We got a poll popping. Cause what the name? Dame be calling Charlamagne gay and all kind of shit. We're gonna get to that. So we got 3 early votes to say 3 early votes saying 100%. He's speaking facts. So as we get the rocking and rolling, hit up the poll, hit up the chat. You know what I'm saying? Before we get into the murder files, you know what I'm saying? The crime files of today. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, let's go.
Break.
Yo, Charlamagne's a fucking idiot. I need to know what he's giving the money for. Yo, nigga, it's a war going on, bro. We at war. Do not call my child. Charlamagne and the other dude, they playing stupid. When he's asking that question, they're playing stupid like they don't know that them two got a problem. You know what I'm saying? He playing stupid like he doesn't know that they don't know this. Be with Dame on that though, but sometimes I've heard some rich folks say that sometimes good debt, there's some debt that's good. You know what I'm saying? So that loan to double up is a good look. Now you get that loan and can't double up. Oh, now you fucked up. You know what I'm saying? You definitely gonna have to file for bankruptcy. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't never saw a nail drug in my life. I don't know what a quarter spoon is, but that it just sounded far-fetched. That's how, nigga, I ain't never heard of a quarter spoon in my life. Nigga, when I chop up the video for this, right? Yo, I'm gonna put all the times where Charlamagne was doing some fruity shit. I swear to God, I'm gonna add it in there for extra spice. You know what I'm saying? Because the nigga's going somewhere with this. You know what I'm saying? The nigga has an absolute point. Charlamagne say some weird ass shit. That nigga, what? Man, there was a clip where some niggas ran up on Charlamagne in front of the fucking studio, and that nigga took off running. That nigga caught that nigga pie out. That nigga took off running. Yeah, I'm gonna find that clip. Yeah, I'm gonna put the clip in the video. Alright. The polls before we move on to the Cadillac Crime Files is Friday. We got to enjoy, sit back, kick back, and watch a crime file and figure out what the fuck is going on. Because this one right here, yeah, this one right here is the problem. But the polls say 4 votes, 100%. The boy was speaking facts. Dame was speaking facts. You know what I mean? So when I do the video, I'm going to make sure I incorporate all the guilty verdicts and all the guilty situations of Charlamagne either getting pumped, you know what I'm saying, or acting kind of fruity. All right, man, listen. I didn't watch the whole thing because when I started watching it, I'm like, my God, this is a serious story. But I verified the story. So, as always, it's Friday. All right. We got to get down to the Cadillac Crime Files. Let's get down to the smoke.
Don't touch me, little man. Move, get back.
Come on, that.
Get back. Move, bro. Move, get back. Get back. No, I'm not. Get back. Please move from my car, bro. Move, little man. Please move.
Oh, you on that?
Move.
Yo, is that? She's got a strap. Oh, shit. Move, little Mac. Oh, goddamn it. And her son's there. Yo, nigga. That's how we starting. That's how we starting it. I got damn it.
Little man. Move. Get my door, please. Get my door.
In the early hours of June 11, 2025, a 32-year-old woman was shot dead for revealing her boyfriend's secret on social media.
Some women, me, I'm putting myself in that category, make it okay for niggas not to be
At 11:47 a.m., police would receive a panicked 911 call. On the other end of the line was a juvenile, terrified, sobbing, reporting that his mother had just been shot. When investigators rushed to the home on State Road 715, the scene inside was nothing short of horrifying. Lying on her bed was the woman's lifeless body, riddled with 12 gunshot wounds. Worst of all, surrounding her were children, screaming in terror after witnessing the brutal moment their mother's life was stolen in front of them. As police pieced together,
Yo, so I'm going to assume the father unalived her, right? The boyfriend or the husband, For whatever the secret, I want to know what the secret is. I want to know what the goddamn. Listen, I'm going to go on a limb. I didn't watch the whole thing. Family, y'all let me know what y'all think. I'm going on a limb and thinking he was dibble-dabbling on the other side. Yeah, I think he was acting like Charlamagne and maybe had a man on the side and she aired him out. This is what I'm going with for the morning. That's what I think. Now let's find out. Okay.
the puzzle, the truth sent shivers through the community. The killer wasn't a stranger. It was her own boyfriend. He had shot her dead for daring to reveal his secrets on social media. But what investigators would soon uncover was even more chilling. This wasn't the first time he had turned violent. In fact, these stories are closely similar to the story I covered last weekend. Do you remember the case of a devoted wife who was brutally killed by her husband after revealing their secret on Facebook?
You let me know you really don't give a fuck about me. I pray that the good Lord forgives me and he sent me into heaven. But this is too much for me on this earth. I'm stressing, I'm not sleeping, my mind is everywhere, and this has really taken a toll on me.
If you have not watched it,
Let me tell y'all, I don't like squares like that. I don't care she got on. Listen, first of all, she shouldn't have, any woman, whatever, y'all gotta stop going on the internet and on Facebook. See, I know it's old school niggas when we talk about Facebook. You know, when we talk about Facebook, I was old school niggas. I got some old school shit. Stop going on Facebook and telling people secrets, okay? But two, don't be a square. Whatever secret you had, you should have told her from the beginning, or you should have been man enough to fucking be a man and say what it is. And then you mad because you a sucker. That's what I see. God damn it.
I will leave the link at the end of this video. Now, let's look at the life and death of Shantay Butts. Born in West Palm Beach, Florida in the early 1990s, Shantay Letitia Butts, lovingly called Shay, grew up in South Florida. Her childhood was marked by instability.
So I'm 30, finna be 31, and I was adopted as a child. In between adopted and foster, I don't think people know this, is when you adopted, you belong in that family. So therefore, the state can't come and take you out of that household. Now, if you fostered, you could just get taken at any moment whenever the person chooses to get a child. Like if they want a child and they want you, they could just take.
She had been adopted and spoke.
We got a comment in the comment section. I I don't get grown people going online to air out their business. Lady T, I don't understand it either. You know what I'm saying? It's emotional triggering, and you're too emotional. Do not get online, don't be drinking no alcohol or doing whatever, and then airing out your partner. Because the 9 times out of 10, you're still gonna end up with the person. Or a nigga gonna, you know what I'm saying, do what the fuck, you know what I mean? Sometimes motherfucker, oh shit. And we about to find out. We about to find out because this is bad, okay? It's not good. The poll done got broken. Somebody said it's all for clout. Yeah, I mean, goddamn it, a lot of shit nowadays is all goddamn clout any goddamn way. You know what I'm saying? Nigga just trying to get some views and go viral. You know what I'm talking about? But back to the story, man. So she's adopted. You know what I mean? I had to go through the system. Let's go.
Openly about how that experience shaped her outlook on family and love. For Shantay, family meant everything. She wanted to give her children what she never fully had herself: stability, protection, and unconditional love. As an adult, she built her entire world around her children. Social media posts showed her constantly attending school events. Cheering from the sidelines and making time for family outings despite her hectic schedule. Her eldest son, in particular, often appeared right by her side, stepping into a role of responsibility when she couldn't be in 2 places at once. And how did she manage all of this? Through relentless hard work. Shantay wore more hats than most people could imagine. She was a home health aide, a physically and emotionally draining job that demanded compassion and endurance. But she didn't stop there. She also ran a cleaning business called Polished by Shay, where she transformed homes and built a reputation for her skill and professionalism. On top of that, she ran a decor business, creating unique floral arrangements with liquor bottles and money bouquets. Not only that, she was also an aspiring content creator.
So I honestly feel like I don't get paid enough to babysit. I don't give a if they is my own kids. Pay me. I gotta miss work to take care of the kids. Pay me. I gotta miss an event to be with my kids. Pay me. Period.
On her social media,
I'm not gonna lie, that's funny as fuck. As a parent, nigga, I wish they would pay me to watch these fucking kids. Goddamn right. Yeah, they're making all the goddamn noise in the house. Fucking sometimes they got no school, and then they home, and then they making all this goddamn noise on the weekend, all this money. No, pay me to watch these kids.
Shantay showcased her humor, her struggles, and her survival story. She often referred to herself as a comedian, turning her pain into punchlines and her stress into relatable skits.
Just ask y'all a question. When y'all come up to me and tell me about my nigga cheating, do you really think I be hurt? He cheat, I cheat, we cheat, the motherfucking killer, bitch.
Her All Deadbeat Daddy series, for example, was raw, funny, and brutally honest about absentee fathers.
Some women, me, I'm putting myself in that category, make it okay for niggas not to be just being in our relationship because we so happy that somebody love us. But we can just love ourselves if that makes sense. Take care of the household, do what we gotta do, because in reality, we just not feeling like we housing a nigga. But in reality, we housing a nigga. And from the outside looking in, it looked like he's helping or contributing because your life is still going on the same way.
Her online presence wasn't just entertainment, it was therapy, a way of processing her life's chaos while also empowering others who related to her experiences. But beyond the jobs,
sometimes you need that outlet, man. You know what I'm saying? I liked her social media presence. She was funny. You know what I'm saying? Raw, uncut. You know what I'm saying? Unfiltered. You know what I mean? I liked her approach. I ain't gonna lie. That Beat Baby Father series, shit, man. I'll watch it. I can't lie, I'd watch it.
the hustles, and the content creation, Shantay's true role was simple yet profound. She was a mother first. Every hustle was for them, every sacrifice, every sleepless night, every calculated move was for her children's future. She wanted to make sure they had what she never did. That was until she crossed paths with a man who would change the trajectory of her life forever. 46-year-old Little Mac Williams, her ex-boyfriend and the father of her youngest children. During her relationship with Little, Shantay began to realize that being with him wasn't what she wanted anymore. The relationship had brought more disappointment than joy. After enduring enough letdowns, she made the difficult decision to let go of Little Mac and move forward with her life. She even opened her heart to a new relationship, hoping for a fresh start. But leaving little Mac behind wouldn't be so simple. He wasn't ready to.
In the beginning of the video, when she had the gun and was talking about Lil Mac get back, it was him. Man, I thought she was talking to her child. You know what I mean? I thought she was talking to her child. I'm like, I'm confused as shit. I say, yo, this story is taking a twist, man. So Lil Mac is the baby father. Okay, let's go. All right, let's go.
And that refusal to accept the end of their relationship would soon spiral into something far darker. What Shantay didn't know was that Little Mac was a man with a violent past and a history of terrorizing women. What made Shantay's story so devastating was that she saw it coming. She knew the danger she was in. She warned authorities again and again, and yet nothing stopped him. Little Mac had a long record of domestic violence and criminal behavior that stretched back years. In 2014, he was arrested after another ex-girlfriend accused him of sexual battery. Police found her with visible injuries, swelling, bruises, and a massive hematoma on her forehead. Little Mac was charged with felony battery, domestic battery by strangulation, and false imprisonment. But instead of facing years in prison, he served just 36 days in jail. But that didn't stop him. In 2018, another woman reported that Williams wouldn't stop showing up to her house, refusing to leave and tampering with her security cameras. He was arrested again, but convicted only of.
What we say, we got comment in the comment section. I don't think he's the father of her kids. I think he's just her boyfriend. Okay, that's even worse. God damn it. If they don't got no kids together, you know, I thought the last one was his child, but okay, maybe I heard wrong. Maybe I heard wrong. That's even worse. If he just, y'all don't got no kids, and then you gonna shoot. Let's figure it out, because I still got to know what his secret is. Because I'm dying to know what the secret is.
Trespassing. His punishment? 59 days in jail. But his violence would only escalate further. By 2023, he struck a woman in the head with an object during a dispute, sending her to the hospital. Once again, he was arrested but only served 2 days behind bars. It was a disturbing pattern. Violence, arrest, a slap on the wrist, and immediate release. But by 2024, Shantay Butts had become his next target. In July 2024, she reported that Williams forced his way into her home, put her in a chokehold, and kicked her multiple times. She nearly lost consciousness. When she tried to call 911, he snatched her phone and fled. Deputies arrested him and charged him with multiple felonies, including domestic battery by strangulation and witness tampering. He pled guilty, but instead of years in prison, he was sentenced to just 157 days in jail and given a no-contact order. But there was one problem. No one could make him follow it. By October 2024, Shantay was calling police again. Little Mac was stalking her, calling her nonstop and banging on her front door. He was arrested again.
But there's gotta be signs. I mean, ladies, y'all gotta tell me, man. But there's gotta be signs when you meet a nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like how do you get? You have to have seen something. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. It's just like, yo, like, you gotta be able to judge men better. You get what I'm saying?
And for violating the no contact order, but in November 2024, it escalated further. He broke into her house, assaulted her, and stole her phone. Prosecutors reduced the charge from felony domestic battery to a misdemeanor. He pled guilty and was sentenced to 66 days in jail. Despite all of these arrests and convictions, Little Mac was still free, still violent, and still determined to control Shantay. And it was only a matter of time before his threats turned deadly.
Some women, me, I'm putting myself in that category, make it okay for niggas not to be shit.
While Shantay enjoyed creating her viral series, All Deadbeat Daddy, Little Mac was having none of it. To her followers, it was just entertainment, a raw, unfiltered look into her frustrations with absent fathers. But to Little Mac, it felt personal. He believed she was putting his business out for the world to see, painting him in a humiliating light. What Shantay saw as self-expression, Little Mac saw as a direct attack, fueling resentment that would only grow worse with time. By July 1st, 2000.
Yeah, I mean, but here's the thing, right? Unless you fit the profile, the fuck you can. See, I don't care if a woman's online talking all that shit. It don't affect me because I don't fit the profile. Now, if you fit the profile, then now you feel like she's talking to you. Or she's talking about you. You know what I'm saying? That's a sucker in a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the fuck? Come on now. Come on with it.
25. Things had reached a breaking point. Little Mac showed up at Shantay's workplace.
Please leave. I am not okay with this. Please leave my job. I have to go.
Little did she know, the story was far from over. On July 5th, 2025, deputies were called once again to Shantay's home in Belle Glade, Florida. She told them that Little Mac had shown up outside her house, banging on windows, screaming for her, and taunting her about a missing firearm. He wouldn't leave. She told deputies flatly that she believed he was going to kill her. So she took a decision. She filed a restraining order against Little Mac for stalking and harassment. But that same night, she would see something horrifying. Shantay had checked her doorbell camera feed and saw Little Mac was back again, pacing outside her home, tampering with her camera. He wasn't just harassing her anymore, he was hunting her. Right at that moment, Shantay fled to a hotel in nearby Clewiston, desperate for a night of safety. But even there, she couldn't shake the fear that he would track her down. She posted on social media about her ordeal, about how the system wasn't protecting her, and she was right, because only days later,
the system failed 100%. The amount of times he did shit to other women plus her, and he gets a slap on the wrist. Like, nigga, like, come on, bro. At some point, he should not be back on the streets. Like, this should not even have happened. You know what I'm talking about? At all. Like, there's all the warning signs there. But I still don't know what the secret is, goddamn it. I mean, and listen, man, because I didn't watch the whole thing, I'm gonna be very pissed off if I don't find out what the secret is. I swear to God, I'm gonna be pissed off.
her nightmare came true. On July 11th, 2025 at 11:47 p.m., Shantay's oldest son dialed 911. His voice was panicked. His mother's ex-boyfriend had broken into their home through a window. The boy told the dispatcher that the man was asking, "Where's your mother?" Then came silence. Then, his voice cracked as he cried out. His mother had been shot. Deputies rushed to the home on State Road 715 in Belle Glade. Inside, they found chaos, children screaming, Shantay lying unresponsive on her bed with 12 gunshot wounds. Unfortunately, she wouldn't make it as she was declared dead at 11:58 p.m. Her boyfriend, who had been in the house that night, was also shot in the chest but miraculously survived. But there was one chilling problem. All of Shantay's 6 children were inside that home as the gunfire erupted. Some hid, some screamed. Her oldest tried to protect his younger siblings, even as he witnessed his mother gasping for breath while little Max strangled her before pulling the trigger. The children will never forget what they saw that night. But outside, the scene was almost surreal. There was no high-speed chase, no shootout, no dramatic
12 shots. Yo, fam, this is yo. The system definitely failed her. The system caused this is all the system's fault. This brother should not have been allowed on the streets, man.
standoff. Instead, deputies found Little Mac lying in the street, hands behind his back, waiting to be arrested. The same man who had tormented Shantay for years surrendered like a coward after ending her life. After years of evading true accountability, he finally allowed himself to be taken into custody. When questioned, Little Mac denied everything. He claimed he didn't know who the other man in the house was, insisted he never fired the gun, and said he had no idea where it was, even though Shantay had recently reported that he stole her firearm. But investigators weren't fooled. They found scratches on his face and body, clear signs of a violent struggle. Inside the home, they found evidence of a brutal fight, and most damning of all, they had the testimony of Shantay's children who watched in horror as he murdered their mother. It was only after examining the evidence that the horrifying truth emerged. Every step of this crime had been predictable. Every warning sign had been documented, and still, nothing had been done to stop it. To understand how this happened, detectives went back through Little Mac's records. What they found painted a picture of a violent repeat offender who should have been behind bars years earlier. Shantay had warned them all. She told deputies, she told the courts, and she told her friends and family that he was going to kill her. She even fled her own home days before her death, knowing he was circling her like a predator, and still, the system did not protect her. News of Shantay's murder devastated Belle Glade. Neighbors described her as a hardworking single mother who did everything she could for her children. Now, the children are left without their mother. Her oldest son, who called 911 that night, will forever carry the trauma of describing the man who murdered his mom to the community. It was both a relief and an outrage. Relief that he was finally off the streets. Outrage that it took Shantay's death for it to happen. This was not just the story of one man's violence. It was the story of a system that consistently downplayed domestic abuse until it ended in murder.
Despite being found guilty of choking Shantay Butts in July of last year, court records showed the most jail time Little Mac Williams served was 157 days, with each case after that carrying less time in jail.
Little had a documented history of strangulation, stalking, breaking into homes, and threatening women's lives. Yet time and time again, prosecutors reduced charges, judges handed out slaps on the wrist, and jail sentences lasted days instead of years, until July 11.
It's like they just let the nigga out so he could be a menace to society because he's just being a menace to women or something. I don't understand. I mean, like that shit should not be able to fly at all. Like this is I don't know, man.
2025, when those failures all converged into tragedy. But justice would not come easily, and the battle was far from over. Because now, Little Mac Williams sits in a county jail in Palm Beach County and faces charges of first-degree murder with a firearm, attempted murder, and possession of a firearm by a felon. Prosecutors announced that they would pursue the maximum penalty, pointing to his repeat offender status and the brutality of the crime.
The focus of the state attorney's office is to go after violent offenders and habitual offenders. And in domestic violence, that's no different.
The charges meant Williams could face life without parole or even the death penalty. But the community is left asking, why did it take Shantay's death for the system to take him seriously? A memorial was held for 32-year-old Shantay Butts in Palm Beach County. The ceremony drew family, friends, neighbors, and even strangers who had followed her story online. Her children sat in the front row, clutching each other for comfort. Her oldest son, the same boy who had called 911, stood tall but looked hollowed out, his childhood stolen in a single night. The eulogies painted the picture of a woman who was more than her death. She was a hustler, a creator, a mother who gave everything to her children. Her best friend described her as the type of woman who made magic out of struggle. Shantay's family called for accountability, not just for Little Mac, but for the prosecutors and judges who had let him slip through the cracks. For Belle Glade, this was not just another crime. It was a brutal reminder of how domestic violence often ends not with intervention, but with tragedy. Soon enough, local activists began organizing vigils, demanding stronger enforcement of restraining orders, harsher sentences for repeat offenders, and more resources for women trying to escape abuse.
If law enforcement's being called, it's some.
If it took somebody, Shantay, to lose her life, for them to realize something's wrong after he has a repeat offender for strangling women and choking them out and doing all kind of stuff, and that was okay? Yo, man, come on, man. Yeah, come on.
Things, going on. There's something major that's happened. I mean, the homicide rate is high, especially when someone's trying to leave that abusive situation. That's when they're at the highest risk.
News outlets across the country began covering Shantay's story.
Survivors of domestic violence are told to speak up, document everything. But for one Belle Glade mother, even that wasn't enough. Tonight, we're uncovering how her death fits into a larger deadly pattern and why advocates say the system is still falling short.
Highlighting how she had done everything survivors are told to do. She left, she filed reports, she pressed charges, she installed cameras, she documented every incident, and still, it wasn't enough. Advocates pointed out that restraining orders are often treated as suggestions rather than enforceable protections. judges routinely reduce felony charges to misdemeanors, and women are frequently told to be strong, without the system providing the protection that strength deserves. Experts warned that Shantay's case was not an outlier. In fact, strangulation, something Little Mac had done to her before, is one of the strongest predictors of eventual homicide in domestic violence cases. Yet courts...
So that brings us to the end of the story. Shantay did not deserve to go out like that. You see what I'm saying? I don't understand. Like, it's like the system kept all of his information hidden. You get what I'm saying? Or they just didn't give a fuck and was just releasing him to society to be a ruthless individual. You get what I'm saying? But Shantay did not deserve to have to go out like that. You get what I'm saying? Her children did not deserve to have to see her, you know what I'm saying, 16 times? I mean, come on, man. I don't even think he should be getting life. He should be getting the death penalty. You know what I'm saying? Get him out of here. Like, sir, because you're a repeat offender, I mean, why are we going to waste tax money? But that brings us to the end of the show. Y'all tune in this weekend. We got a whole bunch of videos coming out this weekend. Monday, we going to get back at it. I done told y'all Cardi B was pregnant. I got the whole segment coming out on Monday. We going to talk about it because y'all motherfuckers y'all was leaving comments saying I didn't know what I was talking about. And I was about to find out I knew what I was talking about. You know what I'm talking about? But I hope everybody has a good weekend, though. Enjoy y'all weekend. You know what I mean? Salute to the family. Salute to the children if y'all got them. You know what I'm talking about? Salute to everybody that watched in today. Lady T, salute to you this morning. Salute to everybody that watched. Shout out to all my Cadillacers, you know what I'm talking about. And as always, let me know what country, what state, what province, what street corner, what penthouse in the sky you check it in from. Because we worldwide and it's nothing but love.